I am talking about my bestie. Once again, y'all know who she is, and you know who you are if you are watching this. But it's literally been 5 years since we met. So it's literally been 5 years. So it's really hard to put into words. But ever since I laid my eyes on you, I knew deep down back then that we was literally gonna have something together. We was literally gonna have a lot in common. And and I texted you the other night asking what your thoughts were of me when you first saw me, and you said you thought I was a really nice dude. And that was cool. At first, I actually thought at first, my initial thought is that you was probably just gonna turn me. I thought you was probably just gonna turn me away and literally assume that I'm just like another weird dude or another weird boy coming up to you trying to attempt to be friends with you, but it'll probably not go the way you want it. But I'm not like all boys. I'm not. Like, I'm also not liking the way how boys are nowadays. It just doesn't make sense at all. So, but I'm not like them. So I guess back in the day I was a little bit like that, but not anymore. Because I know being that way is obviously not right. And that doesn't make me who I am now. So, but and yes, Trinity, I am talking about you. I didn't say your name for a few seconds there because I'm pretty sure everyone already guessed it. So, but like I said, it's been 5 years. I've seen you in the cafeteria at school the other day. So I already know a good portion of your family. I know your mom and dad. They know me, but not that well. That's why I'm actually trying to get them to know me a lot more, so that way they don't assume like I'm like other people, but I'm not. So someday, hopefully down the line, I can get them to know me a whole lot better, so that way they don't take me for anyone else. So yeah, I definitely know them. I've known Yo Dog, but I've only seen him a couple of times. That was pretty much it. But he was cool. I didn't know your grandmother, but I knew that she was a cool lady. She was funny in her own way. I wish I could have met her, but can't anymore. I obviously don't know your grandfather either, but but I'm pretty sure he was cool too. I don't know if he had a sense of humor, because I don't think you said anything about him having a sense of humor. But if he did, then that was cool. If not, it's cool too. I obviously know your cousin, obviously. And there's one other cousin that you posted about on your Facebook. It was a photo of a little girl that was also your cousin, but I don't know her name. Yeah, but I've seen that photo, but I don't know her name. But I heard that she is also your cousin, so I just don't know her name. But you don't have to tell me. And that's pretty much it. As far as aunts and uncles go, I don't need to know. Or as far as other cousins are, I don't need to know either. But your immediate family, like your mom, dad, your grandmother, your dog, your cousin, your main cousin that you talk to and all, that's only your immediate family that I know. Your other family members, not really, but it's cool. You've only mentioned them briefly, but that's pretty much it. So, yeah. But when I first saw you, I actually thought you was gonna hate me. Seriously, because due to all of your other YouTube videos that I've seen you make about how some kids were to you back in school and all, about how some girls and some boys are to you, I actually thought you was gonna hate me, because I figured that you was gonna assume that I'm just gonna be some weird kid that was just gonna do this or do that to you, or say something wrong or hurtful to you, or make fun of you or whatever. And I thought you was gonna take me that way and you would end up hating me. So I literally thought you was gonna hate me. But no, that was not your thought. You actually thought I was a really, really nice person. And that was awesome. Because usually when I approach a girl like that, I know that their first immediate thought is, who the hell is him? Or who the hell is he? Or why the hell is he walking towards me? Or if he's trying to get together with me, it ain't gonna happen. That is what I see whenever I approach a girl. Because I know they're gonna end up saying, yeah, this dude's weird. Why is he walking towards me? I ain't being friends with him, and this and that, this and that. That is what I assume. But that wasn't the case when I first walked over to you in the cafeteria of that day. So, and like I said, I've met you through your cousin, because she told me that you went to the same school that I went to. So, and ever since, me and you haven't really hung out after that, because we were still in school. I was in my late senior year. You was probably in your late freshman year. So me and you couldn't really hang out afterwards, because school's not really a chilling place, you know. It really ain't. So, but ever since I graduated, I would literally go back every single day just to see you. That is it. Literally nobody else. But even though I was seeing other people, mostly guys, but my main purpose of visiting the school back then was literally just to see you. That was it. Just to see how you're doing and making sure nothing happens to you or no one says some shit to you. So that was my main reason. I wasn't coming over just to like give you a hug and then leave. I literally stayed with you until that bell rung for you to go back to class. I only saw you during lunch. That was the only period I was able to see you. And I literally just stayed there with you for the rest of the time until it was time for everyone to go back to class. I obviously couldn't stick around because obviously I graduated, so I wasn't allowed to stay there. But seriously, I was literally visiting the school just to see you. That was it. So, yeah, but I'm actually going to pretend that I didn't see no one else. Those visits. So all those visits to the school that I made back then, I'm just going to pretend that I didn't see anybody those visits. The only person I ever wanted to see was you. That was it. So, but ever since then, me and you haven't chilled out since. But I just kept visiting until you eventually graduated. And now, here you are now, but you told me before, I asked how was days going for you ever since you graduated. And you told me that days were still going kind of boring and dull. Because you just haven't been able to do anything. And quite frankly, that's how the hell I was too. Ever since I graduated, I still couldn't do shit. Seriously. Like, the best that I could do, or I did do, was just go out for more walks, obviously. I was able to stay out a whole lot longer. But the sad part was that I literally had no one to chill with back then. That was the sad part. And back then, before I met the friends that I'm chilling with nowadays, but way before I met them, I wanted to chill with you. Seriously. Way before I met them, I literally wanted to chill with you. But every time I would text you asking if you could come out and chill with me for a bit, like even just for 5 or 10, 15 minutes, you would literally have to ask your mom and dad. And that's a little bit of a downside right there, because since you graduated and since you're literally getting close to being a grown woman, you should be allowed to come out here and literally chill out, either by yourself or with me, or, you know, just something. Because being inside the house sucks. It does. Because you just being in the house all day isn't really fun. That's what everyone does every single day when there's nothing fun to do or anything to do. You're just sitting there in the house on your bed, just either listening to music or playing your video games or whatever, or doing chores or helping out around the house or whatever. That's literally what you do every single day when you don't have nothing fun planned. And like I said, that's how it was for me. Now, like I always say, I'm not saying stuff like this to put you or your mom and dad out there, or I'm not saying it to call any of y'all out. I'm not. It's just that I just feel like you do deserve some freedom, at least. You know, you're literally, well, yeah. Well, let's just say that you are becoming a full-grown woman in literally 1 more year. I will not disclose how old you are to anyone on here or anybody out here, because I don't want to give out your personal info like that, but you are getting close to being an adult, so you should be able to be granted some freedom to do whatever you want. Seriously. Like always, you always got to make sure that you always do what you got to do. Take care of yourself. Don't get into any trouble. Like, I know that you won't. Like, seriously, that you know, you're literally the most precious thing I've ever met or that I ever seen. And you literally look like a damn angel to me. Like, seriously. You obviously told me that you can't fight. Me too. I can't freaking fight. I can't fight, but I actually gotten a bit embarrassed when someone told me that it's wrong for a man or for a lady to not know how to fight. Well, even though he mainly said it's wrong for a man to not know how to fight, but it can also go for ladies too. Seriously. Like, not just for men, but for ladies too. Like, seriously. Like, that's people that you definitely, those are people that you definitely need to stay away from. Because, yeah, he was actually judging me right there. He literally said that I literally could not fight, and that he told me that it was wrong for me to not know how to fight. Now, just imagine if someone was to say that to you. But a lady or maybe another guy, and then they end up judging you for not knowing how to fight. Yeah, that's going to have you literally feel some type of way, and that's kind of how I was when he kind of judged me there a little bit. Like, of course I don't know how to fight because at the end of the day, fighting doesn't solve any problems. It don't. It's just going to create bigger ones. So whether you want to know how to fight or not, at the end of the day, fighting is not going to solve any problems. But that's besides the point. But you literally mean the world to me. Like, seriously. Like I'm finally I finally been given that one precious person that I could ever talk to or get in contact with every single day. And hopefully that somewhere down the line, me and you will have something together, or we can just remain as best friends. You know, it don't matter to me. You said that you want to look for someone to be together with, then go right ahead and find that person, and I hope that he treats you well. Because some of these guys, they don't be treating their girls right. And I know that for a freaking fact. Because due to stuff that I've been hearing about and seeing too with my own eyes, yeah, it does not look pretty at all. So I really hope that this dude, if you do end up finding one someday, I hope he treats you well. If not, you still have me to come to. So, like I said, Trinity, like, you literally mean the damn world to me, like, seriously. And if I literally wasn't able to hang out with you, period, I would literally be at home right now just sobbing my eyes out. Because I'm like, why am I not able to chill with you? Like, is there something that I'm doing wrong? I know it's not anything that you're doing wrong. You ain't doing nothing wrong either. But I'm just like so emotionally confused as to why I can't chill with you. You know. Now, I obviously know not one, but maybe like a good couple of reasons why me and you haven't chilled is basically because you're probably not vaccinated. And that's actually kind of reasonable and understandable. If you're not vaccinated, then I could definitely understand it. Because I wouldn't want you to come out here and then be exposed to anyone else that's unvaccinated, and then it's going to end up getting you sick and all. So that's one reason why me and you haven't hung out, is because there are other people that are unvaccinated out here. So, and you may never know if you're going to end up catching it randomly out of the blue. So, unless if you are vaccinated and boosted, that is awesome. And you obviously don't have to talk about it on social media. Do not talk about it. But, because it's obviously your personal business. But, yeah, that's one reason. Another reason is because anything bad can happen, really. And it's just that I've heard about what's been happening to most people nowadays about when it comes to kidnappings or shit like that or whatever. Like, shit like that can really happen during the day or at night. So, and I guess your mom and dad just want to make sure that you're safe. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you either. So, and regardless if you was to come out here still and chill with me, I would make sure that I keep you close to me, so that way nothing happens. Or if we had to, if your parents would know me that well, we can even hang out at your house, just so that we're both safe. But yeah, but that's literally, that could be another reason why me and you don't really chill out all that much. Is because anything bad could happen, and you may never know. Like, even when you're out here by yourself or with other people, like either me or your parents, everything may seem cool, but as soon as you like get back home, or as soon as you enter another interior or whatever, something bad goes down. So, and you obviously don't want to be put through that and putting you in harm's way. So, you know, and I gotta make sure that I watch myself too, because I don't want to be a part of that shit either. Otherwise, it's gonna end up getting me hurt too, or whatever, or something worse. Because like I said, anything can happen out here. So yeah, those two reasons, to me personally, are the reasons why me and you haven't hung out in 5 years, close to 6 years. So, and like I said, I understand that. I guess the only downside of it all is you just asking your mom and dad if you can just come out. That's the only downside about it. But like I said, I'm not saying it to call them out. It's just that you're grown. You know? You're grown. They should allow you to come out here for at least like a good 5, 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20 tops. You know, they should allow you to come out here at least for a good amount of time, just to get some fresh air, enjoy the nice weather if it was to be nice. You know, they should allow you to come out here and get some fresh air by yourself or with me, or, you know, it doesn't hurt. But at the same time, like I said, it's either because you're either not vaccinated yet, or because of what's going on right now with people getting kidnapped or whatever in general. So I guess they just want to make sure that you're safe. So, you know, and I want to make sure that you're safe too. So if you are vaccinated, then that's awesome. If not, then I highly recommend that you do, because, you know, like, they really are forcing it with these vaccines. Like they're considering coming out with the 4th booster shot. So I already got my 2 shots and the booster. That's it. Now they're planning on coming out with the 4th booster. Or 2nd booster, actually. Like, I gotten the 1st booster after I gotten vaccinated, and now they're planning on coming out with the 2nd one. But I'm telling you, they forcing it, and now they're gonna end up having people wait even longer to get their boosters, and I don't want it to be long for you. So that's only if you haven't gotten vaccinated and or boosted. But like I said, if you did, then that's awesome. I guess the only other reason why you probably haven't been able to come out and chill with me or on your own is because of what goes on. So, you know, but it is what it is. But overall, Trinity, I'm literally happy that I'm your only best friend. And I kind of recommend that you make one other friend, at least one other friend. Because if you make like more friends, there's a good chance that they might not stay in contact with you, or they might not give you the same affection like I give you. That's literally what I told you that I'm afraid about. With you being in a relationship with someone or making new friends, but I kind of fear that they're not going to give you the same attention like I'm giving you. So I would want you to make at least either 1 or 2 other friends alongside with me. And that's it. Now, I know you said that you want to make more friends, and that's awesome if you do. And by some miracle, if they do end up giving you the same attention or same love and support that I'm giving you, then that's awesome. But if not, then I would advise you to make at least 1 or 2 more friends. So that way you can have 3 loving, supportive, and caring friends that will always be by your side no matter what, through thick and thin. That is it. And like I said, you still have your mom and dad to be with you 100% of the way. There is going to be a lot of stuff that they're going to be teaching you, obviously. There are some stuff that I want to talk to you about too, but I would rather talk to you in person rather through phone. Because I would want to be with you face to face talking about it. You know? So it doesn't hurt to have a real conversation about certain life topics. Because there could be some shit that I still don't freaking know about. And there's still some stuff I don't know about. So maybe if I end up asking my dad about it, or whoever else, or maybe if I was to come over to your house someday or have you come out and chill with me, I can maybe ask your mom and dad if there's anything about life I don't know about. You know, just to get that interaction going about anything in general, then that's cool with me. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, I know that deep down that somewhere in your life, it is going to end up getting a lot more hectic and a bit more challenging. Well, I didn't really mean by hectic. Like, hectic is something bad, so maybe not hectic, but just something, well, more challenging. Your life will get more challenging the more older you get. And that's why you told me that you don't feel comfortable being an adult. You want to stay as a kid again. And you can still do that. You can still be a kid. You may physically be an adult, but deep down, you can still be that precious little girl that you still are. You know, like, you still play video games, you know, and whatever else you do to this day that you've done as a kid, you can still do that. You know, all the stuff that you had back then, that you had as a kid, I would kind of recommend you keep, but I guess through most of your YouTube videos, you have said that you don't play with those things anymore. But that was showing about, that was revealing that you want to be your age, you want to act your age, but at the same time, it doesn't hurt to still be a kid on the inside. So, like I said, it's your life, but like I said, a lot of stuff will get challenging, but you got it. Like I said, you still got me and your mom and dad right here. So that way, if there's questions that you want answered, you can either ask them or ask me. If you was to ask me, I'll more than likely just look it up online. Or if you was to ask me in person, I would try to give you the best answer, or I would look it up online. With your mom and dad, they'll probably give you a more precise answer because they've been through it in their lives or whatever. So, you know, but overall, you really are one of my favorite friends that I really have. And if I literally have to stop chilling with the friends that I'm chilling with nowadays, I would and I will, just to chill with you. Seriously, I would physically stop chilling with them just to hang out with you. Seriously, because it's literally been 5 freaking years and I still have not seen you. So hopefully we do come together and have fun someday. I'm pretty sure that your parents would want to know me a whole lot more, so that way they will allow me to come over. But until then, the only contact I have to you is Snapchat. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I think I really am considering getting rid of Facebook. So yeah, I think I might actually get rid of Facebook sometime soon down the line. And I'll probably make that clear on Facebook and Snapchat. So anyone that has me on Facebook, y'all can add my Snap or add my phone number. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But overall, Trinity, I do love you with all my heart deeply, and I really do hope that we chill someday. I just feel like as soon as I get to know your parents a whole lot more, and until they get to know me a whole lot more, then they'll actually allow me to come over and actually chill with you more. But until then, this is my only contact to you, either through YouTube or through Snapchat. But for now, you are everything to me, and that's all that matters. So that's all I got for you today. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button. If any of y'all are new, make sure you subscribe for more. I'll try to get that part 2 of my most favorite music, because I made a part 1 the other night. So look out for part 2 sometime tonight probably. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. All right.